She'll ask me questions mostly. It's a very dialectic process and kind of Socratic at times, actually. She'll try and sort of pin me into a corner with questions, and then at the end of it, after I've given her my line of reasoning, she'll say, okay, now put that in your paper. It's definitely what I need, because things like mechanics and spelling and formatting, those things I generally have pretty nicely down, but it's making sure that all of the ideas that are in my head are actually in the paper is what I need help with.
Somebody else and I will look through the syllabus, break it down, figure out what they're really asking, basically just build an outline, like a really thorough outline with each sections and talking about in great detail, what I'm going to cover.
And often the best feedback I get is to actually prune things down, to be succinct, to be clear, conversational. So I appreciate commentary on the strengths of my writing. At the same time, I've noticed themes of my weaknesses, which is to be a little overmuch. And so the best kind of feedback that I've received is a sort of where they affirm what's working well for me and then come in and say, well, I think you could say much of this in the same manner, but tighten it up.
I have a lot of stuff that crowds and just, I guess, makes it complicated, and he just sort of goes in there and helps me see what we don't need, and he cuts it out and we remove it. And even though I think it'll never be good at the end, I don't think it's going to fly, I think it is lacking. By the time we're done, I realize that paper is better off now, so it was a good procedure, I guess.
If I throw in terminology that's really complicated, and I have been so used to seeing it in the literature that I've been reading, then she'll pick up on it and she'll be like, what is that word? And why didn't you define it anywhere? I don't know where you're going with this particular concept. The feedback is really positive critique and ways of building on my paper versus just like going through and checking it for punctuation or commas and being really like nitpicky about like little tiny things. It's more, she does a really good job of just kind of communicating my errors in a way that's like, I don't know, like positive and constructive. And that's kind of what I think led to a good peer editing process.